And with just a number of crime concerns at local schools today. A gun was found at Spring High School, and then a student is accused of bringing a knife to Elsick High School, and that's not all.
In fact, a student was stabbed at a Houston ISD high school today. Fox 26's Dominic Keith joining us live outside of Sterling High School.
We are your Gulf Coast Weather Authority taking a look at our tropics because they are pretty active, and I know a lot of people are concerned about that.
Yeah, with it being hot and mainly dry, it's easy to forget it is still in the middle of tropical season, and of course September, usually one of the busiest months, and we're starting to get a little more concerned that we may have something bubbling up in the Northwest Caribbean over the next week, and it's due to this big sprawling broad area of low pressure hanging out across Central America. Do you want to know the name?
Yes. It's
called the Central American Gyre.
All right.
And when I said that earlier in the newsroom, somebody just burst out laughing.
Oh.
Like, what the heck is that? But I'm here to tell you what it is. It basically is a big area of low pressure that produces locally heavy rain at times, rough surf, mudslides. So it's just a big, kind of broad, weak area of low pressure, usually strongest and most common in the late spring or early fall. Of course, we're a few days away from early fall. So this will be the time of the year where we would start to see this thing kind of fire up. Now, here is what we're concerned about. Occasionally, it can spin off more focused areas of low pressure that could turn into tropical systems. That's exactly what the models are showing, maybe in the next 6 to 8 days.
All right, so what are we seeing so far in the next 6 to 8 days when it comes to some other developments?
Well, I think for the next couple of days, nothing at all. But I think as we get into next week, especially Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, it's just a low chance for development, but it's this area highlighted in yellow, the Northwest Caribbean, close to that Yucatan Peninsula, where we could have an area of low pressure kind of separate itself from that Central American gyre, and it could turn into a tropical depression or tropical storm. I think then it would start to head to the north, and of course, Rashi, that would put it in the southern Gulf of Mexico. We would start to get even more concerned.
And you can see other areas obviously organizing, but that's not concerning us.
Yeah. There's just a general area of showers and storms that's going to be associated with that feature that I've been telling you about. But here's what I'm more concerned about. I'm going to stop the clock here right around 6:45 p.m. on Tuesday and look at this area here, that circulation kind of trying to get more organized. That could be a tropical depression or tropical storm forming near the Yucatan Peninsula that would push into the Gulf. Now, our long-range models are kind of differing at this point. One is kind of pushing it to the northwest. The other one is slamming it into Florida. So we're going to have to wait and see what they say over the next few days, but definitely something to watch over the next week.
All right, we'll be watching. Thank you, Remeisha. We'll be right back. The Justice Department says the fatal Baltimore bridge collapse in March was entirely avoidable. All this comes as family members of 3 workers who died that day take separate legal action. On positives and drinking that morning cup of coffee. I don't know how many studies we've talked about, but this one. We'll look at what's coming up on D News Edge at 6. A growing number of security issues at school. Antoine taking a deeper dive into those stories. The News Edge Early Edition at 6 starts right now.
Creative, I like it.
A tale of high drama, black magic, and brave heroes makes its debut this month. In history, it would become one of the most beloved and popular pieces of entertainment of all time.
That's right. As Fox's Allie Corey reports, what made it so exciting? Saving the princess was up to you.